Rob, Jacques Vermeulen's finally checked into town, and how excited are you about his signing?
Yeah, I mean, he's arrived just at the right time, really. I mean, we've been fortunate, I suppose, that the season starts a little bit later, which has meant he's got his commitments in South Africa out of the way with Natal. They finished in the Currie Cup now. Obviously, he's over here today. He's just arrived. He's obviously a little tired from a long flight, and we'll take a couple of days now to kind of acclimatise him back into training. But he's ready to go. He's pretty much match fit. And as soon as we can get him up to speed with everything we want to do here, give him a good medical screening and know he's in good nick, we'll start involving him in some rugby. So it's just fantastic to have him around. He obviously adds a lot to the options we've got in the back five of the scrum, which we'll need now. You know, we've still got a few guys with injuries and just coming back from their rehab now. So it just creates some nice options, nice bit of extra competition at just the right time. And I often think guys arriving ththrough the course of a season often freshens things up a little bit more, because it also creates a little bit of a mental stir amongst the other players as well. And so yeah, it's nice to see him here finally, especially how I suppose how the rumour mill has been suggesting he's been linked to us for quite a long time now.
Obviously, a bit like Giannis, he's a big lump.
He's a big guy, yeah. He's a big guy, still very young. I think there's still quite a lot of physical development in him. Actually, I think one thing we see with a lot of Super Rugby players when they come over, particularly forwards, is there's still a fair bit of development, because obviously there's so much travelling and so much moving around involved in Super Rugby that actually getting a real structured gym programme is actually quite difficult. Whereas once you get here, you know pretty much day to day when your gym sessions are going to be, how hard you can push, and you're not moving from gym to gym or from place to place, and we just get that extra bit of time into them. And so it's going to be very interesting to see what he ends up like in kind of 6 months' time, because as I've said, he's a big guy already, looks in great shape. Everything we've seen on the rugby field looks really good. But he's still young enough, and he still looks like a guy with a lot of development as well.
Like always, you would have done your research and a lot of in-depth look at him. What do you see in him? What qualities does he bring to the Chiefs?
Well, obviously, I mean, he's used to the physical elements of the game, but as we say, as I say with most guys we sign, what we're really looking for is that growth. Really, I think he's a good ball carrier, but I'm excited to see him getting better. I think he's a good tackler, but I'm excited to see him getting better, and he's a good set piece forward. But I know, when he's worked with Rob Hunter for a couple of months, you'll probably see him excelling in that area as well. What I see is just a lot of growth. I think a good player. He's played a lot of Super Rugby this season. Who is ready to try have a new challenge and carry on growing.
Another trait you look for is them to be versatile, lock or back row, as you say.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what we'll see from him. I mean, he's played mainly back row, but he can obviously play right across the back row, which again is fantastic for us. It gives us lots of options in that area, which is really important in long seasons. You tend to get through bodies in the back row. We did last year. We will probably again. But more than anything else, it'd be nice to just see someone new out on the field, and as I see the other guys looking around and wondering what's going on and where everyone stands. As I say, sometimes just a little bit of uncomfortableness against a few of the lads is what can bring the best out of them.